Good morning, everyone. This is Jeffy Kennedy, author of fantasy romance and romantic fantasy. I'm here with my first cup of coffee. I'm laughing because if you're on video, you could see I wasn't there. Uh, I'm late this morning. It's already 8:40. Where's the time go? I and so I had to go over and hit the wind chimes and to start it up, and then come back because I am in the um, spot where I don't have the sun in my face because I'm late. All right. Well, you all know what's coming. Today is, say it with me, Friday! Woohoo! Even the mosquitoes are happy. Uh, Friday, September 17th, coming up on the equinox. And yeah, gorgeous weather continues here in Santa Fe. I hope you're having lovely weather too. Um, Fall is just such a beautiful time of year. Uh, so, um, so yeah, finished the book yesterday, turned it in. Well, I I talked to you guys yesterday morning. I got the polish done and I sent it at about I think 12:15 my time. And it's so funny, you guys, because I went back and yesterday just had to go over like the last, and it was worked out to being like 72 pages, and basically reading through and tightening, and I did have to add in a couple of little layers of things, just a line or two here and there, but mostly it was just tightening and polishing. And I added words as I went, the layering here and there that I mentioned, and it's moved. You guys, the final count came in at 95,153. I mean, am I good or what? Actually, I don't even think it has anything to do with being good. Um, it's just that prediction model works really well for me. And I just knew all along those beats kept coming out very solidly saying it's going to be 95,000 words. And sure enough, I mean, that's usually plus or minus a few hundred, sometimes a few thousand. And this time it was like plus or minus whatever I just said. I've already forgotten. At 135. Now I'm chagrined that I've forgotten already. 53. I had the numbers correct, just in the wrong order. 153 words. so, so yeah. Once I was done, I was tired. Um, but I did catch up on a few things. So, so yeah, it's just a lot of it for me is paying attention to that predictor, is being reconciling myself to it, because the book tends to do what it wants to do. I know I'm always saying that, and I say it because it's true, people. It wants to do what it wants to do. So it the trick for me is when it's looking like early on that the book was going to be longer than what I think, and that's when I really start fighting it, right? Because I'm like, oh no, surely it's not going to turn out to be 120,000 words. I don't have time to write 120,000 words. And really, what I need to get better at is when it looks like the beats are falling out that way, then I just need to accept it. We shall see on Gray Magic. I got an arc request for Gray Magic the other day. I was like, yeah, okay, still finishing this other book, Gray Magic arc. And she did say, I know it's a ways out. And it's like, yeah, it's a ways out. So today I have a few things. It's not a regular writing day. Dorinda is out of town today, and I am kind of deciding how I'm going to handle today. Um, I have a call for SIFWA in about 15 minutes, so I'll have to stop this and do that. Um, and then I have an incredibly important manicure at noon. It's not my usual day, but it's because I had moved it to today because I thought I was going to be going flying to Nink on Tuesday. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not flying to Nink on Tuesday. I'm sorry not to be getting to see people, but it was totally the right call. I was like, oh, glad I'm not having to go. I really need next week to get to work on the words for Sarah. So I sent her, agent Sarah sent her a message saying, okay, I have set aside next week to add words to this thing she wants me to write. And I hope to send her a chunk by next Friday. So I have been thinking about it. And I think I know where I'm going to go. We shall see. Right now, it's feeling a little bit like, can I really switch my brain over to that? So the big question is, will I try to write today? I can't tell. I can't tell if the juice is there or not. I might take a stab at something. If I write on anything, it's going to be writing on Wedded to Darkness because I know I really need to add to that. I don't know if any of you are reading it. I still like that story. And it's, mostly sex, which I like to write. So I'm going to work on that. Um, but I haven't worked on it in a little while, so it'll be interesting to see how I feel about it now. Kindle Vella, that's my Kindle Vella book. So far, like zero money on that, except for the bonuses that they're giving us. Grace and I have gotten bonuses both last month and this month for being part of the launch. All the money is coming from the bonuses, which makes me think of LuLaRich. Have you guys been watching LuLaRich? It's on Amazon, a 4-part documentary about LuLaRoe and the whole pyramid scheme. Um, where the people, it turned out, were making all of their money um, on bonuses for bringing in people, uh, and like often in the negative numbers on the selling retail side. And it was very interesting to get those definitions, that that's the difference between the multi-level marketing and the and pyramid schemes, is that a pyramid scheme does not have a tangible product, which, like LuLaRoe, is the clothing, the leggings, and on and that all the money in a pyramid scheme comes from. I guess that's like the primary definition, is whether or not there's a product. Um, but then the other pieces is that all the money comes from bonuses and not actual sales. It's well worth watching. I remember a time a few years back, they really started to implode and things started to go really awry in 2017. And I don't remember when it was. They're still in business. But I remember there was a time a few years back when a bunch of my writer friends were saying, oh, I'm so excited to announce that I'm a LuLaRoe rep. And I'm like, why are you selling leggings? Go write your books. But it's very true that those of us who, the siren going by, that that sounds more like a cop, doesn't it? It has a certain cadence to it. Um, LuLaRoe, cop distracted me. Oh, that's one of the things about being a writer, is that you're often doing the side hustles. And LuLaRoe, I mean, it's fascinating to watch because it's so much about the mental and emotional manipulation that groups like this do. Where if you're not making money, it's always your fault. It's always because you're not working hard enough, you're not trying hard enough, you don't believe enough. And they also really prey on people looking for, especially women, looking for side hustles, things that you can do while you're still staying at home and taking care of your kids and trying to write your books. Um, Definitely well worth the watch. And I don't remember how I got on that, except that we just watched the last two episodes last night. Yeah, my brain is definitely. Oh, I was talking about Kindle Vella. Uh, yeah, so I mean, clearly that's not a pyramid scheme. We are selling a product, and Amazon doesn't give us any cheerleading or instructions whatsoever. They actually don't care, except that it's interesting that they're giving us these bonuses, giving us incentive to continue in the program, which it is working. Grace and I were like, huh, well, no, if they're going to give us bonuses, we might as well uh, think about adding to our books. I don't know if she's added beyond her fourth or fifth episode either. Um, I just have the one pay episode yet, so it's like, but the other one's partly written, and I just need like somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 or 800 words to add to it. So I might see if I have the juice to do that today, and then otherwise I have to do some, things to get ready for my very tight window on this book upload. I'm supposed to get my edits back from the proofreader on Sunday. She's promised them by like 5 o'clock on Sunday. And then I'll make the corrections and get that off to the formatter and get those back Monday and upload Monday. I have to upload by like, I think it's like 5:30 my time on Monday. So big excitement. And I realized I was sort of talking to Kareen about a couple of things yesterday, my assistant, and I was like, oh, holy shit, I need to do the front and back matter. I haven't done that yet. And I need to set up the pre order for the next book. So. So we'll see. I'm just going to let today be what it is, whatever I feel like, and try not to push myself too hard. It's tempting to try to get the words in, but, and obviously I've got this SIFWA thing this morning, but I volunteered. Normally I tell them I won't do anything before like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, but I figured this time, since I'm on a looser schedule today, I was like, you could schedule this call anytime on Friday, whatever's convenient for everybody. Noblesse oblige. So, yeah, so then next week's on the secret project. And after that is the big question. Um, and I'm supposed to have oh, hello, Thrasher. Supposed to have a call with Grace this weekend. I guess she caught up on like 3 of my podcasts yesterday. She messaged me. So if you're listening, Grace, if you're watching, Grace, um, we're 2 weeks late on having this phone call. So let's make it happen. But you guys, I've got to figure out what I'm writing for this holiday anthology. Yeah, and I need to. Well, I should check my email, but I need to chase down something on that as well that I'm thinking about. My morning glories are very pretty over here. I'm kind of sorry that you guys are not uh, able to see them. Let's see if I can turn it so you can see. Can you see over there? See all those pretty morning glories around the wind chimes? Pink ones. Very beautiful. So yes, this novella. What novella am I going to write? So I really do want votes. I might just go out on a wide social media and ask for votes. It has to be a fairly contained story, like 25,000 words. And it cannot just disrupt the timeline of any ongoing series. So there is Dragon's Daughter comes out at the end of September, right? Next week, a week from today. So, and then Storm Princess and the Raven King comes out. I think I have it set for like February or something. I'm sorry, it's going to be a while. So I could write a novella in between those two, but it also needs not to contain any crucial timeline events. So if I did something in the Heirs of Magic series, um, what would you want it to be? That one's the most likely because it's wintertime in those books. if I did Bonds of Magic, I could do something that occurs between Bright Familiar and Gray Magic, but it's summertime there. So I don't know how I can do the midwinter thing unless I did same world somebody else within that world, which is possible. I'm taking votes for that. Um, I'm not going to write a zero novella, Corinne. No, that's what you're saying. I mean, maybe I could, but it feels like I'm not in that swim right now. Um, but but yes, I'm definitely taking suggestions. I'm begging for suggestions because I would like to do something that you guys want and that would not just for you, but would seduce other readers into being interested in my series, especially the newer ones. So I don't know, maybe I could do a prequel to Dark Wizard. That might be interesting. Then I could set it a different season. So anyway, let me know. I definitely want to know. And then I'm just going to sign off here because it's like already 8:57 and I've got to jump on this call. So um, hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll remind you that First Cup of Coffee is part of the Frolic Media Podcast Network, and you will find more podcasts, longer podcasts, scripted podcasts that you might love at frolic.media/podcasts. And I will talk to you all on Monday. So have a fabulous weekend. Hope you get to enjoy some of the beautiful autumn weather. And I hope you get to go do something that you love to do. You all take care. Bye bye.